I want to ask you
Chauncey
this.
fell into a situation, but we can't act like Boston, Toronto, Minnesota don't exist.
Denver.
That don't matter.
The Denver.
That don't matter. Because here's the thing. This is what I think. You have individual Hall of Famers, and then you got Hall of Famers based on your team
Team
name.
accomplishment.
Like when I say standalone, like Tracy McGrady is a standalone player. If Tony Parker played for the Charlotte Hornets, he probably would have never stepped foot in the Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah,
not an
I know
indictment of
what you
Tony
mean.
Parker. We talking about that. Like
The situation
when I say this,
you find yourself in.
this this was gonna hurt people, and people gonna get all emotional when I say this. From an individual standpoint, you cannot tell me with your own eyes and watching basketball that Stephen Curry is one of the 25 best individual players to ever play in the NBA. But if you tell me you put a team around him and have a point forward to let him get off and do his thing, he's one of the most amazing superstars in NBA history. You know what I'm saying? Because
Well,
like when I say individual, is he better than Tracy McGrady?
better.
You see what I'm saying? So if you got
Better.
6'3" Steph Curry or 6'9", 6'8" Tracy McGrady, you taking Tracy McGrady.
Well, I'm taking
I'm taking
6'9"
T-Mac over a
Tracy
lot of
McGrady
people.
over everybody 6'3".
I was about to say I'm taking T-Mac over almost
Hey Terry,
Yeah,
Terry, I know it hurts,
I'm taking him
but
over
when you break it,
everybody
but when you
6'3".
break it
top
down,
15. Yeah.
if you got Stephen Curry on your team and he got to come in and be your point guard and nothing else, and you got a traditional team and you got to put him on the team. See, that's what I'm
Wait,
saying.
champ.
So,
So if
That's
you had all the
dangerous.
so
players in the history of the league lined up,
Appreciate
you say
justice.
25 gonna get drafted before Steph. If you had all the players lined up, it's
Yeah,
25 going before Steph.
I'm and I'm being nice.
so
I'm being
I
nice.
I, I
He
got
said I'm
I got
being
a little
nice.
I'm
pushback.
being
Look,
nice.
Hey,
that
y'all over
the
T-Mac. Come on, man. Come on. Who said
before
that?
Steve Kerr got there, Kerr got there, he played
Has
a
nothing to do with Steve
he,
Kerr.
no
That has nothing to do with
no.
that.
What I'm
All
saying
right.
is under Mark Jackson, he played a regular point guard, and
No, he
yeah,
didn't.
yeah, he did.
That's not what happened.
Yes, he did.
I ain't
That's
about
why
to name. I'm not
that's
about to.
why
Listen, you
that's
That's
why
all
making
I
that
it
got.
period.
personal,
I mean,
so
No,
I
no,
don't want to talk.
no. I ain't
I
talking
don't.
personal.
This,
I'm not talking personal. I'm
no,
talking
I'm
about the
telling you,
way he had him playing. It ain't personal to me.
it's personal to me. But I'm telling you, without going into detail, you're wrong, and I know 100% you're wrong. And I ain't about to get on here because I don't want nobody recording what I'm saying. Trust me.
So,
Let's leave that alone.
when they played against the Spurs in that series before when Mark Jackson was coaching the young man, that was him doing something different.
No, I didn't. I didn't say. I didn't say he couldn't shoot the
When
ball.
they won the NBA Finals, the last
Mhm.
one they just won, none of those guys on that team was a good second option. This real life.
No, he
Right.
developed. No. Stephen Curry
You know what
developed. The
I'm saying?
Stephen Curry definitely developed into a special player. I'm saying, okay, let's build. Let's build a basketball team to Russell Westbrook's strength when he was at his best. Let's build a basketball to Jason Kidd's strength and put all the pieces around him. Steve Nash, all these guys. I'm not taking nothing away. I said the individual player, like from
so
an
champ, you
individual
saying
standpoint.
Steph's greatness was conditional based off who he had around him?
No, he had the best situation for a player that was really, really good
Okay.
that made him really, 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 really great. We not saying Steph didn't change the game.
Good.
See, this is what I mean by when we start talking basketball. That there's a lot of fandom talk and a lot of media talk. What I'm saying, if I put Tracy McGrady on Stephen Curry to play defense,
Okay.
if I listen, so let's just break this down. You got US. Okay, one thing about it, they about to play USA basketball,
Yeah.
and I've been
Can't wait.
out to Vegas and I watch these guys practice every year when they do it. Right, Stephen Curry will not be one of the five best players on his team. You will see it. That's not a hate. He becomes a specialist into his role. The ball go tell the truth.
So
The
He's
ball
30.
is
He's
going to
let's
so
37. Huh?
let's
He's
flip it.
37
let's
now.
flip it and let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
So how does that, and this is because I have this guy high in my personal
Is he
list than
on your
most
Go
top
other
ahead.
people
10?
do. No, I'm about to ask a question. So with that standard, where do we put Carmelo? Carmelo because I have Carmelo high and a lot of people don't.
That's fine.
Mm-mm. I do too. I got
No,
Melo high too.
Carmelo, individual.
As an
See,
Melo
individual,
low
Carmelo, if
impact,
fine.
low impact.
I'm about to tell you that. If Carmelo, let's use it. If Carmelo played with a traditional point guard for his
I always
career,
say that.
we we having a different
I always
conversation.
say that.
It's all so you gotta understand, listen to the media. The media say we gotta get LeBron help, we gotta get LeBron help, we gotta get LeBron help.
Never said that.
So what I'm telling you right
Carmelo.
now, so what I'm saying to you is this. I told somebody this today, a former NBA coach and a former player. I said the Denver Nuggets are the Utah Jazz of the 2020 version. And he was like, what you mean? I said, just listen to what he said when you get any more. Don't look at the style of, the players. Look at the style of play. But there's no Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen in the way.
Man,
There's
wasn't
no
no better.
Dwayne
What?
Wade and LeBron. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So so when you see this, if you look at the matchups, Denver makes the right play every single time down the floor, which it makes it a really hard game. You know what I'm saying? It makes it a hard game to play Denver. You got to execute at a high level.
The entire
In
game.
Utah, now listen, people will say, well, Utah didn't win. This for the kids. No, in real time, that was a tough matchup for the Chicago Bulls. But what separated Chicago, Michael Jordan had two unbelievable games, and that's the difference of both series. Game 5 in 97, game 6 in 98.
When don't
But that's the difference.
Champ, do you believe you could have tremendous talent but not tremendous impact? You've seen that guys with tremendous talent, but they they're not necessarily tremendously impacting winning.
Uh, okay. So let me tell you about a winner. Boris Diaw's a winner. Got a high basketball IQ. See, the high basketball IQ players is the ones who really last. Like John Morant, like he's not, his IQ is not on the level of a Mike Conley, but he's more
Okay.
gifted. So when
He
you
just
get
Right. So I'm
the
talking about
IQ
impact.
and you get the IQ, the athleticism, and the talent, you get Anthony Edwards.
yeah.
Devin Booker
Thanks.
lacked the athleticism, but he got a basketball IQ, but he's just not physically gifted. Remember, we've been in these rooms and they would get mad at me. And I say, just put the tape in when you watch. Devin Booker need the high screen and roll. When he going against that elite athletic guard on the wing, he struggles because he's not athletic gifted. Now, if he was 6'7", 6'8", Devin Booker would be the best player in the league. But he not. If
Hmm.
Durant was 6'8", Durant would just be another player. But he's 7 feet. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, Anthony Edwards thinks he's the best shooting guard in this series right
No,
now,
you said
no,
and
who?
that's a
it
knock
ain't no
on
question.
Booker. That's a knock
No,
on Booker.
No,
No, it ain't.
It
Grant Hill
is.
just
God.
Yes,
explained
Booker
this.
my
because
God,
Booker
but
Hey,
is still in his
Anthony
nah.
prime.
way better.
Say it again.
G,
Booker
G
is still
Hill
in his
just explained
prime.
this. G Hill just
Say it
explained
again.
this. Grant Hill just explained this. He said when he was a top 10 player in the league, he thought he was better than everybody. And he said every other top 10 player in the league thought they were better than everybody. That's just the way it works. So Anthony Edwards is going to think he's the best player on the court until you make him
Right, but y'all
think
said y'all think
otherwise.
he's the best too in this series though, the best shooting
Yeah.
guard.
but see, you playing, what you doing is you debating. Anthony Edwards, this is what I mean by talking basketball. Anthony Edwards possesses a problem for Phoenix because he goes downhill